to join us on our first Diversity University webinar. Our whole push throughout 2025 is going to be the importance of having a well-rounded portfolio for your clients, from Medicare Advantage and supplements to ACA, dental, and all the other ancillary plans that go with that, including life insurance. So our first carrier partner for our Diversity University series is going to be Miss Trina with Physicians Mutual. And Miss Trina, I'm going to turn it over to you to tell our agents all the reasons that they should add Physicians Mutual to their portfolio if they have not already.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Courtney. I appreciate the partnership with National Contracting Center. And thanks to you and Jackson for the invitation today. I look forward to sharing the opportunities with Physicians Mutual. Okay, so let's talk about, if we're talking about diversity, what I find, let's just talk about the Medicare space for a minute. So I find a lot of agents tend to focus on one half of it or another. And if you're focusing on one planet, I've got Venus and Mars up here to demonstrate, there's a whole nother planet, which is half of the Medicare market. So I want to talk about that for a minute because those two planets, as far as the people who are on those planets, look totally different. So just quickly go through this part of it. Medicare Advantage is about half of the market. Let's see how I advance the slide. There we go. And Medicare supplements is basically the other half. So on Medicare Advantage, 71% of the 51% of the market who has Medicare Advantage have incomes 40,000 or less. So sometimes when I talk to customers who are focusing on half of the Medicare world, they believe that Medicare beneficiaries cannot afford Medicare supplements. Well, you're just in the environment of one planet and not the other. So if you look at the Medicare supplement side, they're higher incomes of over 40,000 and above generally. Now, do we have customers who are at 25, 30,000 in income and above? We absolutely do. But most of them are going to be 40,000 and above. So if you're focusing on dual eligibles, 19% of that half that are on Medicare are Medicaid eligible. We can't touch that market. These people live only on Venus. They can't live on Mars, right? So they're part of the Medicare world, and that's wonderful that there are Medicare agents, Advantage agents out there that can help those dual eligibles. Very important part of Medicare. But 18% of those are provided employer-sponsored plans. So these are people with higher incomes. So we often can take that 18% and write them supplements because you guys don't write employer-sponsored plans. So 18% of that half of the market you can't touch if you're just focusing on Medicare Advantage. So you can offer them supplements. They have a guaranteed issue right because those group MAs, these people are going to be higher incomes if they're working somewhere where they have retiree coverage, right? And those follow the rules of group, not MAs. So they have a guaranteed issue right. You can move them to a MedSup any time of the year on a guaranteed issue basis. So they often want to move because of networks. They're higher income. They may travel more than the dual eligible market. And if you have a Medicare supplement, you can go anywhere in the U.S. and U.S. territories and have the same coverage you have down the street at your local doctor's office. No pre-certifications to deal with, less out-of-pocket cost. They often have more assets to protect. So looking back at the Medicare Advantage plan market, only 1/3 of that market independently choose MAs. So you have, 2/3 of the market that's either dual eligibles or employee-sponsored plans. So that's about a third, and a third are independently choosing. So you've got about 2/3 that you're focusing on. This we can move to Medicare supplements. So the other planet that you may have never looked at or maybe just dabbling in gives you wonderful opportunities, and we're here to open up that planet to you. So we're the company that stands out. We've been around um, since 1902. So we've been in the Medicare space since the 60s. So we try to offer you innovations that other carriers don't offer. So, of course, we have Plan G. Let's take a look at Mars a minute and what we have to offer. We offer Plan G. Most companies offer a Plan G these days that are part of the Medicare supplement space. Of course, you have very little out of pocket. Medicare pays first, it's the primary insurer. And then you have your Part B deductible out of pocket, and then your MedSup pays the rest. So, unless you're using a travel benefit, your basic out of pocket on the Plan G is $257 this year. So then there's high deductible plans. We do write some of those, not a lot. These are offered by several carriers. You can get a high deductible plan for $40, $50, $60 a month, depending on which zip code you live in and the discounts that are available to you. So on this one, Medicare is still primary because it's a supplement. The insured pays the next $2,870 out of pocket for the year. So as the customer, as Medicare pays and leaves behind parts A deductible, B deductible, copay days, 20% on Part B, that feeds into that 2870. But that's the worst case scenario. That's your max out of pocket cost, basically, if you have a high deductible G. Um, your bill is $2 million. Your out of pocket was $2,870. The Medicare supplement pays the rest. So you have a G that covers almost everything. It's the most comprehensive plan on the market, unless you're getting one of those old Plan Fs, and not everyone is eligible for that these days because of when they were effective for Medicare. Then you have the high deductible plan, and you will always have out of pocket on that high deductible G. Okay, so now if we look at Innovative G, we created something kind of a hybrid model of those two. We designed it, we own the patent on it. So you cannot buy this plan from anyone but Physicians Mutual. So you have to find an agent contracted with Physicians Mutual to get this G. And I'm going to tell you, it ends up being the strongest G on the market. And let me explain. So with an Innovative G, it starts off working like a high deductible plan. It has the same out of pocket here, but it's only temporary. For people who would take some deductible to take some premium savings, but they don't necessarily want this deductible for life, this has a temporary deductible. So the way it works is January 1, following your second policy anniversary, that plan starts to function like a Plan G. It turns into a regular Plan G where all you have out of pocket from then till heaven is the $257 or whatever the Part B deductible is for that year. So in exchange for taking this hybrid model where you might have a little bit more out of pocket in the beginning, you can expect on average more than a 25% savings across your lifespan. And when you think about how long you're going to be on Medicare, 15 years or so, that's a huge savings. So your out-of-pocket cost, on average, this is from our actual customer data with this Innovative G, your actual out-of-pocket cost on average is less than $600 a year. So most people are not hitting that deductible while the deductible is on there. So more than 97% don't hit it in the first year, and more than 82% don't reach it at all. So the reason for that, I'll explain just a little bit. If you're admitted to the hospital and you're still in that part of your Innovative G where you have a deductible, let's say in the first 3 years, then what hits that deductible is the Part A, when the doctor, Part A deductible, when the doctors come in, lab, x-rays, all of those things, you pay your 20% of. You're admitted, you're going to have $2,870, but most people are not admitted in the first 3 years. Of course, it's a possibility, but most of our customers are not. That's the time in your Medicare lifespan, so to say, where you are the healthiest, correct? All right, so, and you are paying on Part B, if you're an outpatient, you're paying 20% of the Medicare approved amount and not the total bill. So I went on Medicare.gov and there's a price lookup tool where you can put in a procedure and find out what you would pay on an outpatient procedure if you had Medicare alone. So an MRI can cost as much as $4,000. Well, you're thinking with that innovative G, I would have to pay $800 out of pocket on a $4,000 MRI. Not so, because you're not paying 20% of the total, you're paying 20% of the Medicare approved amount. When we look at an MRI to the lumbar spine, that 20% of that which would apply toward that deductible is either $41 or $59 on average, depending on what type of outpatient facility that you get that procedure done. So this is definitely an interesting plan. So it can save you a lot of premium across your lifespan. I like to compare it sometimes to buying a car. Let's say you're interested in a Mercedes, but you've looked at the payment, you're not interested in that. So you buy a Kia, and then knowing that that Kia 3 years in is going to turn to a Mercedes, but you keep that Kia payment for life. So that's kind of a broad stroke concept of this innovative G. So, so you have it out. Let's say you take an innovative G and a year and a half in, you got a 3-year deductible, a year and a half in, you got a chronic diagnosis, and you think, oh, I'm going to end up paying this deductible for 2 years in a row, the full thing, because I'm going to be admitted, I'm going to have surgery, I'm going to have outpatient procedures and treatments done. You can switch to a Plan G anytime with no underwriting. So all I have to do as a customer is send a letter of request and ask that I want to drop that innovative rider and go to a regular Plan G. All they'll do is then the next billing cycle, they'll raise me to that higher G track premium, and I will be on the G. All I've done in that instance is save premium for a year and a half. So you have a bailout on that innovative rider. Let me show you the power of the innovative. So I've taken, let's say, two twin sisters, Ava and Emma. This is a zip code 681, female rate, household discount, none tobacco, average rate increase of 6%. Excuse me, because that's been our history for a good while now, is around that amount. So now we can't say that's going to be the future. We're in a medical inflation environment, just like eggs are going up, so is medical costs. But that has been our history. So if you look at Ava, she decided to go with an innovative G. She saw the benefit of having that lower premium and saving on premium and taking a deductible for the first 3 years. Okay, so Emma went with the regular G. She had a higher premium. You can see a significant difference in the premium from the get-go. So I took that monthly premium times 12 and calculated an annual premium. So when rate increases hit, that percentage creates a greater increase in Emma's than it does Ava's on a dollar amount, because 6% of 8804 is about what, $6, but 6% of 122 is about $8. So that differential just tends to widen on that innovative G over time. So the savings tends to increase. The blue line, they both have a Plan G then. Ava's deductible has gone away, and all they're both paying out of pocket every year is a Part B deductible. So you got Ava and Emma with the same coverage from here down. Look at the differential over time. Over a 15-year window, Ava is saving, in this example, and this can vary based on zip code, is saving $11,468.68 in premium. So that's significant. So, MedSup bonus. We have it's great for an agent because let me go back to that previous slide one more time and show you something. So, let's say Ava gets to be 70 years old and Ava's still pretty healthy. Another carrier comes along and says, hey, we can offer you a G, and I think we can offer it for less. Probably not going to happen. So, we see this in our persistency on Innovative G. So all of our med subs across all states, all plans, 92% persistency rating. If we look at Innovative G, it's 97% persistent. It's going to stay on the books longer than any other G out there. So it's great for the agent. It's great for the customer. I'm going to tell you another reason it's great for agents is our monthly MedSup bonus. So every month we have a MedSup bonus. Every Monday I send out a list of where all of our agents are on bonus. So there's a trigger to the bonus, and it's 5 issued MedSups. Open enrollment or underwritten. Open enrollment is just our terminology for new to Medicare, no matter what the age. So open enrollment or underwritten, you have 5 of those issued, it flips that trigger. Now we don't forget about those 5. We're going to pay you bonus on all of those 5, plus every other one you write during the month. So open enrollment is $50. If it's an open enrollment Innovative G, that's $150. So that raises your first year commission significantly. So anything underwritten, even an open an Innovative G is $200. Now there are exclusions. So high deductible G, we don't pay bonus on that. SEPs, the 7 special election periods associated with Medicare supplement, like coming off of group coverage, that type thing, birthday anniversary rules. So it's 7 SEPs plus birthday and anniversary rules and states in which that applies, and your internal replacements. Those don't count. So we try to keep what's excluded consistent across our incentives. So now we'll tell you this, on SEPs, you're getting less commission. They don't count toward bonus, and we're going to talk about other incentives like trip credits, which they don't count toward. So if you have an SCP, you want to put that on the app. So you got somebody coming off of group coverage. You want to include that on the app. But we have a great field underwriting guide. If you believe, and I teach our agents thoroughly on that underwriting guide after they're contracted with us, and I've condensed it all down to an email so you have it in one document. If it looks like they're going to pass underwriting, go ahead and answer the underwriting questions. So when the underwriters get that, they're going to say, SCP, oh, the agent underwrote this. Let's see if we can pay the agent more. So if they can underwrite it, they'll issue it as an underwritten app. If they can't, they go back to the SCP. So 100% chance they're going to get their policy issued. But they will favor the agent incentives and commission if they can. So make sure, once you're contracted, you want to attend our trainings. We're going to teach you underwriting and provide that information for you, and then we're accessible to assist you with those cases. We don't want to send in all SEPs as underwritten when we know they're not going to be issued. We don't want to overload our underwriters like that. We love it because they favor agents in their pay and incentives when they can, and we want to manage that privilege well. Okay, now Wisconsin and South Carolina have some rules around it. Excuse me, guys. Around the way we pay bonus, Wisconsin, we can pay $50 an app. Of course, internal conversions, those don't ever count. But South and internal means within Physicians Mutual, of course. South Carolina, $50 on F&G. Innovative, we can still pay $150. They just won't allow us to pay the $200 underwritten bonus in South Carolina. So this is an unlimited bonus. Once you have that 5 issued for the month who are new to Medicare or underwritten, then every other one you issue that's new to Medicare underwritten, you're going to get paid bonus on. So there's no cap on it. Don't be concerned that you're going to make so much bonus money that they're going to cut you off. That will not happen. So it's an unlimited bonus every single month on Medicare supplement. I've got agents who haven't missed a bonus in 5 years. That increases your income significantly. And they do that by focusing on that half of the Medicare market. Now, they write MAs when an MA fits, but just to ignore this side of the market, assuming that people can't afford this side of the market is clearly a misconception. So there are a lot of people out there, 40,000 in income and above, who want better coverage, better asset protection, least out of pocket, no networks, no pre-certifications. So limited underwriting on our plans that are 65 and out of their guaranteed issue window, 66, 67, 68. These are given the introductory rate of a 65-year-old. So height and weight matters, and there's 4 questions with some subparts. Any yes, you just don't submit it. It's that simple. So average in the industry for declines in the Medicare supplement market are historically around 17% or below. We normally come in about 2 points less than that. We have good field underwriting guides, and we train you on that. So not hard to do it all. Now, if somebody's 69 or older, we have a great field underwriting guide for that. It's 2 sets of questions. So the ones that go with the younger group, 65, 66, 67, 68, plus a few extra. The best indicator, we give you a auto decline med list. And if you look at that, it's first, before you start answering any questions, it's probably going to give you 95% of the information you need to either underwrite that app or not. And then if they look good there, you proceed with the questions. Any yeses, you don't submit it. It's that simple. If there's anything that's kind of a gray area, I'm available. Reach out to me, and we'd be glad to help. Okay, so let's talk about other things that are different about Physicians Mutual. So not only the innovative G, but in most states, we offer an unlimited preventive care rider. In most states, it's optional, and we find in my division that about 85% of people want that $9.53 rider. The other 15% are usually maybe income, a little bit more income challenged and price sensitive, and they'll leave that off just to get a better rate, or they're not healthy. They're not looking for extra preventive benefits because they couldn't take advantage of maybe extra colonoscopies or a gym membership. So most people love this rider. So preventive care is the things we have not because we're having symptoms, but to make sure that we don't have something that we're not aware that we have. This is a list of things that Medicare covers under preventive care. And there's a lot of things listed here, but they're all time restricted. And things like yearly wellness visits. You don't get a full checkup anymore. Lipid panels every 5 years. Colonoscopies as a preventive measure every 10 years. Mammograms every 12 months. If a female goes to a new provider, can't remember what day she had her last mammogram at her old provider, she has it 1 day shy of 12 months. Any Medicare supplement is going to deny that. If you have this rider on there, we're just going to cut a check for that as soon as we see the EOB from Medicare. It takes Medicare about 3 days to pay a digital claim. We're listed as secondary coverage on the Medicare claim itself. We get a summary of benefits from Medicare, and in a few days, we cut a check for that. In less than 7 days on average, your claims are paid from start to finish, from the time it gets to Medicare. Okay, we also pay for lifeline screenings. This is a community-based preventive company. They do lots of things that are not done routinely in doctor's offices. They don't file Medicare for you because as a preventive measure, these things are not normally covered. So send us the bill The agent will upload it on the agent portal, and in a few days they will have a check of reimbursement for that. When I write a Medicare supplement, I love to go on the Lifeline Screening website, just www.lifelinescreenings.com, put in my customer zip code, and go ahead and schedule their first Lifeline screening for them. So thermal imaging, heat scans of the body, they can detect things like cancers a year before they ever metastasize or spread because of the heat they start to give off. So finding things in stage 1 or 2 is a much better scenario for you than finding it in 3 or stage 4. So if we find something early, the treatment is usually less invasive for you. You have a better quality of life. It costs us less to treat you. So it's a win-win all the way around. Hopefully you'll live longer and get to be our customer for longer. So we are all invested in preventive care. It's unlimited preventive benefits with us. So these are some things, Medicare doesn't pay for the full physical, and Medicare denies that we pay it. Lifeline screenings, there's their prices. Thermal imaging, CBC is never paid for. A full blood panel is never paid for as a preventive measure. Medicare will pay for it if there's a diagnosis. So you go to the doctor, well, you're not feeling well, so let's start with the thyroid. Well, that seems to be okay, so let's go over here. Your doctor can start top down with a CBC. If Medicare denies it, if you get the thumbs up like we hope you do, we'll pay for it. If Medicare, if you get a diagnosis, they would cover that, and 20% would be paid under your med sub. So you're covered either way with this rider. And also this $9.53 rider. Now, a few states, it's covered in the price of the med sub. But we go through that in training so you understand how it works in every state. In most states, it's an optional rider. It comes with a Silver and Fit membership. So they get on-demand workout videos. I mean, thousands that they can stream from the Silver and Fit website anytime they choose. They get a free standard gym membership. Standards are the ones you normally sign on for a year and pay so much a month. Those are free. Premiums like Pilates studios where you don't sign up for a year, but a series of 6, 8, 10 classes for X amount of dollars, you get discounts on those. So a well-being club, social event for seniors who may be more isolated, especially in the winter months. They may do a Valentine's party or an Easter event online, a Cinco de Mayo party, all sorts of things throughout the year, which gets seniors together virtually, allow them to mingle with people their age if they can't get out and about like they once did. So that was super popular during COVID, and they've kept that going because it remains popular. So they get to make friends across the country that they would never otherwise get a chance to meet, a friendship that they can talk to, on a daily or weekly basis. So it's great for seniors. Home fitness kits. So they get to choose something every calendar year for free. If they like working out at home or they like going to the Y, because a lot of the Ys are standards, some are premium. If they like to go to the water aerobics classes, they can use this equipment. So every calendar year, they get to choose something. Fitbits, if they love walking, that's something they can use to measure their steps. Okay, so those are things in that preventive care rider that no other carrier is going to give them. So we also have a 2-year selection guarantee, which I don't know that any other carrier does. So when somebody is a first-time MedSup customer with Physicians Mutual, we hold a guaranteed issue window open for 24 months. So we know that seniors worry that they may be choosing the wrong plan. And underwriting is going to matter when they're out of that guaranteed issue window. So we hold that window open for 24 months. So they can't decide which plan they want. They've got 24 months to change their mind. We'll write them a new plan, no underwriting questions at all. They can go up or down in coverage, 100% satisfaction guaranteed. We have extended enrollment windows For people who are turning 65, we write them 7 months before their birthday month. So this is February. We're writing all the way up to September birthdays and everything in between. So that gives us more opportunities every single day in this half of the MedSup world. AEP, we normally start that on September the 1st, about 6 weeks of when the official AEP opens, gives us extra time to change people's plans. We start MAOEP on December the 8th as opposed to January the 1st. So when those windows come around, we coach agents and help them to know what to do when the time comes on those. So we have a lot of opportunities with extended windows. Now, we have bar none the best dental plan on the market. It's a PPO plan over 500,000 provider locations. This is a physicians mutual designed and underwritten plan. We use the Emeritus Network because it's over 500,000 provider locations strong. So when they go to the dentist, they should ask about the Emeritus Network. On their dental card, it says Physicians Mutual Emeritus. Okay, so this is not like if you're writing Emeritus now, this is not what you're offering. This is something different. We're only using the Emeritus Network. This is a Physicians Mutual designed and underwritten plan. Okay, so there's nothing like it on the market. We have 4 different plans. We write the Premier almost exclusively. There's several reasons for that. The first reason is that people are generally happier with better coverage. Okay, so if you look at the Premier, 5650 is the premium. So the Premier pays 100% on preventive at an in-network dentist. So you can go to any dentist, but it will only pay 100% of reasonable and customary. So you could have extra out of pocket. But at an in-network dentist, which the network is fantastic, it pays 100%. Our Premier plan pays 70% on basic care and major care. So this is really good coverage. People are generally very happy with this for 5650. It's very cost competitive with plans that do have annual caps. This one does not. So this is it pays for over 400 procedures, so it's not a discount program. It's real insurance. It's not a little paragraph of coverages. When you get your policy, in the back of it, there's about 16 pages of decodes, top to bottom, that this plan covers. So there's no annual maximum on cash benefits because of this policy. And my husband didn't even have the best one at the time. He had the preferred plan. In the fall of 2022, he had $30,000 worth of dental work done in 1 week. And we were paying $46.95 for that plan. Now, some of his was cosmetics, some of it was covered. We had to get it all to match. So our plan paid $14,000 that week. Our network discounts, in-network dentist, $8,000. We paid the other 8. It would have taken him years, literally years on a plan with caps to get that done, or we would have had to go to savings and get a huge chunk of money out. But this is a fantastic coverage. So it doesn't coordinate benefits with other plans, so it never pays like a secondary coverage. If you have a primary group coverage of some kind, and it pays first, we will totally ignore what that first plan paid and pay according to our schedule of benefits. Because of that, I have a credit balance several times a year at my dentist, which offsets premium for me. Okay, so there's a lot of great things about this plan. If you contract with us, I'll teach you thoroughly how this plan works. So on day 1, you get your preventive benefits. So 2 pages of preventive care, your exams, your x-rays, your checkup, day 1 coverage. So your basic treatments, fillings, repairing a broken tooth or a denture, even some oral surgeries like excision of a tumor or lesion in the mouth with some anesthesia, day one coverage. So there's 6 pages of D codes that are day one coverage. Now, your major care items, your crowns, your bridges, dentures, those are 12 months from the effective date of the policy, but paid at 70% with the Premier plan. Now, the other plans are fee-for-service plans. So the 70 is a percentage, the Premier is a percentage-based plan. These are estimates of what the percentages would look like. This one is an actual 170. Okay, so we have an optional vision and hearing rider that goes with this dental. You can't purchase it as a standalone. It's $8.95. So eye exam, materials, your contacts, eyeglasses, all that. Hearing benefits, great replacement in this plan for dentures and hearing aids. Well, if you need those replaced in 5 years, we'll pay the benefit again. It doesn't use a network. You can go to any network you choose. This is real benefits, real insurance benefits, not just a discount program. If you choose on Vision, which you don't have to go to a Vision Savings Program, VSP provider, then you get additional savings on discounts on top of the benefits of the policy. Okay, it's $8.95. If you're a MedSup customer with us, you get 5% off on your dental premium and on your vision hearing rider premium. Okay, we're easy to do business with. So we have a single sign-on to get you access to everything you're going to need. Your login is your NPN number, so nothing new to remember there. So you can access your customer information, see your pay statement, see our marketing materials, quote, use our e-app system with that single sign-on. We also have a very cool agent assistant app. It's a free app on your phone or your iPad. Doesn't matter whether what type phone you have. You can get this free from your app store. You log in just like you do in your agent portal, and you can see your pay statements, your pending requirements. You can see apps within minutes after you write them on that phone app. You can see customers' information. We're also available on other quoting platforms. We're currently available on CSG and Connecture. And if you want to go in and check us out, probably in 99% of the zip codes, you're going to find that Innovative G to be at the top of the list with the lowest premium rate. Now, CSG, you can actually write a physician's mutual app from within CSG. Connecture, now you can just quote, we're waiting to get hooked up with that program so you can write an app through that one as well. So we also offer trip incentives, guys. So Dominican Republic in April of 2026, that's what we're working toward. Now it's just February. So yes, you can go on this free trip. So it will be a 5-star resort. I was there the week of right after Christmas. Beautiful waters. You can see to the bottom in swimming areas, clear waters, beautiful climate, awesome food. I highly recommend it. So you have to have 250,000 credits to go. I'm going to show you how you get your credits. Oh, that sounds like a lot. Listen, I have agents who are probably a fifth of that right now or more. And it's just 6 weeks in. I have agents who will have it earned by probably late summer. So yes, you've got time. So MedSups, you have to have a minimum of 75 issued MedSups. The exclusions are the same as the other incentive programs, 80% persistency. Our MedSup riders are going to be mostly in the 90th percentile, so that won't be a problem for you. Trip or cash election. So if for some reason you can't go, you've got a baby being born or a son or daughter graduating from college or a parent on hospice care, some of those events, then you can take cash. The trip is going to be worth 3 to 4 times what the cash is. I promise you, you will not regret it. It will be like nothing you've experienced before. We have agents go on our sales incentive trips and they're blown away. They've been on lots of carriers' incentive trips, but ours, there's just something special about them. Okay. So how you calculate your annualized premium, you take your monthly premium times 12, and that's the points you earn when that policy issues. So the average in my division is on a MedSup, it's about $728 a year. That's going to be the average. Of course, average means some more, some less, right? Now, on underwritten and innovative G, we're going to double those credits. So, dental is about 868 credits, life insurance is about 840, and cancer plans about 685 on average. Okay, so remember when you're in the MedSup market, we don't have to do scope of appointments, so we can write more than one product in an appointment. So after we write the MedSup and we've gotten, let's say it's just a regular G and we've gotten a little over 4,100 points, 1,700 points, we can bring up. Now, did they offer you dental coverage at work? Now that you're retiring, you'd want to keep dental in place, correct? And you tell them about our dental plan. Now, how about your life insurance? Do you have life insurance outside of your job? Most people have not done that. Offer our guaranteed issue life. You won't find a better rate on that, guys. I've been comparing it for 15 years. You won't find anybody cheaper. We only offer it to our MedSup households, and that's how come we can offer it for that rate. Okay, cancer plans, 685 points approximately. Now, if you've written an innovative G or an underwritten app, that's about a little over 5,800 points. So you can quickly accumulate points by writing business and by letting them know what you have to offer as far as other products besides Medicare supplements. They can go find another agent to write dental and life insurance with. If they do, that revenue is going to go to that other agent instead of you. So we don't twist anybody's arm. All we have to do is let them know what we have every single time, and they'll let us know what they want or need. So we have a lot of other incentives. If you make the trip, Agent of the Year, Product Awards, President's Club, where you get an extra night, and the club, which is pretty cool. You get a club ring, very cool induction ceremony. So you have to win 4 consecutive trips to get in the club, but then you do every trip, you get either a diamond added or a new center stone added. So we're contracting with Physicians Mutual is easy. So National Contracting Center has a fantastic contracting department. I've enjoyed working with them. They know exactly what I need to contract an agent. Reach out to them. They'll send me an email. Generally same day. Sometimes it's the next day. I'll send a contract to your email. You fill that out in just a few days' time, usually 2 or 3. Home office will have you appointed, and then we'll reach out to you with our training schedule. So we do certification trainings. They're an hour, sometimes an hour and a half each, never goes over that. Sometimes most of the time it's somewhere in the middle. You get a link every Friday from trina.gilbert@physiciansmutual.com when you are contracted with us. So we do the same series of certification trainings because every week, because we have agents coming on board all year long. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is our training days. So Tuesday, systems training. We show you how to log in. We show you how to quote, how to write. We show you how to find the right marketing materials that you're going to need. We show you how to find your pay statement and your customers' information. So one week we'll do these at 10 a.m. Central. The next week it'll be 3 p.m. Central to give you some flexibility about when you can jump in. Wednesdays, our MedSup portfolio. We have 3 different MedSup portfolios. So we make sure you know what we write in each state. And on Thursdays is when we dig into dental, vision, and hearing, our guaranteed issue life, and our cancer plans. Um, and we try to give you the best support in the industry. Every day, that's what we're striving to do. I make myself available to agents. When you contract with us, I save your number in my cell phone. So when you call, I know it's an agent calling. So unless I'm on a teaching session like this, or unless I'm on the phone with another agent, I am going to answer your call. If I cannot answer, my goal is to call you back within the next 15 minutes. If I know I'm not going to be able to call you back in that kind of time frame, I'm going to text you and let you know how long it'll be before I call you back. I've been an agent. I started 15 years ago as an agent with Physicians Mutual. So I know what it's like to have a question and need an answer. So no sending an email and waiting days for an answer and hope somebody gets back to you. We're going to reach out to you and help you. So marketing materials, we have pre-approved things that are ready to go for you. All we have to do is plug in your information. It will pull in what looks like kind of a business card for you. It'll have your contact information, your picture, and so we have lots of marketing material already available and ready to go for you to market yourself. For example, like stand-ups, take ones that go in a dental office where it's a very inexpensive um, and passive way where you get people calling you. They call you on dental and you can write all types of other plans with them. Their Medicare age, write them a supplement if they need it. If they're Medicaid, write them an MA plan. So, um, seminar support for agents who start writing Medicare supplements with us. I have a whole support system of seminars, pre-approved invites where we plug your information in. We train you on our system of doing that. I have a database that I pay for with division funds that I can pull for you where we can start income levels at 50, 60,000, 40, somewhere in that range, where we get people at your seminar who are good fits for Medicare supplements. So would love to support you on that once you start writing Medicare supplements with us. So that's the support we have to offer. We always try our best to be available to you every single day. If you're going to write business for us, we're going to do our best to help you anytime you need assistance. And that is Brandon, Courtney, are there any questions today?
I don't see any coming in, Miss Trina. I think you did a fantastic job on that.
Okay, well, we look forward to contracting with you, to getting to know you, and giving you the best support in the industry.
Thank you very much, Ms. Trina. We really do appreciate your partnership and everything you do for us and the agents. Guys, please take the opportunity to get your contracts in line with Physicians Mutual. We look forward to helping you continue to diversify your book of business. And Physicians Mutual is a great place to start. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday, and we will talk to you all soon.